continue on with Alex Trebek's Memorial Tribute with another Jeopardy game, and this time around we're playing the Nintendo Wii version. Let's see how we do.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone. You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it.
I'm ready, Alex.
The first round of play today has these categories for you. Brit Speak. On Broadway. South Korea. In the bookstore. Countries by newspaper.
All right.
And name that planet. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue right now. Fancy a cuppa, love? Cuppa is a cup of this.
What is tea?
Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direct... Right. Player 1. This brand name has become a noun and a verb for vacuum. It's Player 1.
What is
Yes. We return to you. While Americans put gas in their cars, the British put in this six-letter equivalent.
What is petrol?
Okay, Player 1. Hey, you're right. Choose again, Player 1. The term for an electrical outlet sounds like a presentations program from Microsoft.
What is PowerPoint?
Player 1. Correct. Player 1, back to you for... As they have a tendency to burst open in the frying pan, sausages are popularly called these.
What are bangers?
Okay, Player 1. You got it. Player 1, back to you. The Sydney Morning Herald, the Queensland Independent.
What is Australia?
It's Player 1.
Beer. Flusses. Australian for beer.
Yes. Player 1. The Shizuoka Shimbun, the Nikkan Ubejiko. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is China?
Any other takers? The correct response is Japan.
Oh, Japan. Okay, my bad.
You get to pick again, Player 1. Avanti, il messaggero.
What is Italy?
Yes, Player 1. That's correct. Please pick again. Haaretz, Ma'ariv.
What is Israel?
Player 1. That is correct. You again, Player 1. Jyllands-Posten, Politiken.
What is Denmark?
Yes, Player 1. Good for you. Please pick again, Player 1. The Teammates by David Halberstam chronicles the friendships of Ted Williams and others on this team. Okay, Player 1.
Who are the Boston Red Sox?
Right. Choose again, player one. John Grisham switched gears with Skipping This Holiday, about a couple who want to skip the consumerism.
What is Christmas?
It's player one. That's it. Player one. The Devil in the White City examines murder, magic, and madness at the 1893 World's Fair in this U.S. city.
What is St. Louis?
Let's hear it, player one. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Chicago.
Chicago.
Select again. In a Stephen King book, writer Paul Sheldon is weary of this title heroine he created. Player one?
Who is Carrie?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player three. Correct. You again, player three. Appropriately, part three of this 1953 novel is Burning Bright.
What is Fahrenheit?
Let's hear it, player one. Good. You get to pick again, player one. Christian Huygens wrote about this planet's rings back in 1659.
What is Saturn?
Yes, player one. Right. Player one. Instrument-laden rovers landed on this planet in 2004.
What is Mars?
Player one. That is correct. Player one. Back. The great red spot on this planet is actually a giant storm. Okay, player one.
What is Jupiter?
Yep. Player one. Pick again. A year on this planet is 88 days long.
What is Mercury?
Player one. Good. We return to you, player one. In the wake of a recent demotion, this is now the outermost planet.
What is Neptune?
Let's hear it, player one. That's right. Way to go. Player one. Two snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the Bad News These, but the Bad Idea These.
What are bears?
Okay, player one. Right you are. Player one. Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall.
What is
It's
Rex?
player one. Good. Please pick again. Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Celie in The Color This.
What is purple?
Yes, player one. Yes. We return to you, player one. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. What are you going to wager? All right, here's your clue. Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wiedekind originally wrote in this language.
What is Spanish?
Sorry, that's wrong. Here's the response we were looking for. German.
Oh, man.
You get to pick again, player one. Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap-dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical.
What is Chicago?
Okay, player one. That's correct. Select again. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea.
What is Seoul?
It's player one. Right. Player one. The 12th century book Samguk Sagi recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. Player 1?
What is Buddhism?
Right you are. Player 1. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Taekwondo?
Yes. You again, Player 1. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. Yes, Player 1.
What is ginseng?
Right. And the last clue for $1,000. MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. It's Player 1.
What is Incheon?
Yes. Player 2 is in third place, which means, of course, Player 2 will select first in Double Jeopardy. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Famous Canadians, biology, theater around the world, U.S. history, the short form, and sports quotes. Player 2, you're in last place. Let's see if you can close that gap. In humans, this sex chromosome is present only in males.
What is the
Yes,
Y
Player 1.
chromosome?
Ah, good. Choose again, Player 1. Gustatory receptors are special cells that give you your sense of this.
What is sight?
Let's hear it, Player 1.
No. What is smell?
Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Taste. Please pick again, Player 1. In plants, they're reproductive structures. In humans, light-sensitive structures along with the rods. Okay, Player 1.
What are cones?
Good for you. Player 1, you pick a... The hypothalamus at the base of the brain controls the release of hormones by this master gland.
What is the pituitary gland?
Player 1? That is correct. Player 1, back to you. Answer, 1 of the daily double. You are currently in the lead. Please enter. Here is your clue. One of the subdivisions of biology is this science dealing with the naming and classification of organisms.
What is taxonomy?
Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Player 1, pick again.
Famous Canadians.
In 1917 and 1918, Ontario's Billy Bishop claimed 72 aerial victories as an ace in this war.
What is World War I?
It's Player 1. That is correct. You again, Player 1. Toronto-born journalist Morley Safer began co-hosting this TV news magazine way back in 1970.
What is 60 Minutes?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Correct. Select again. Let's go over to Kelly.
This mariner's 16th century explorations of the Gulf of St. Lawrence laid the basis for French claims to Canada.
Okay, Player 1.
Who is Jacques Cartier?
Good. Player 1. Co-discoverer of this pancreatic hormone, Ontario's Frederick Banting won a 1923 Nobel Prize.
What is insulin?
Player 1. Right. We return to you. Answer, the second daily double. You are in first place. How much are you going to wait? Here is your daily double clue. This Nova Scotia man founded a famous line of ships in 1838.
Who is William Halifax? Halifax?
Sorry, that's wrong. Here's what we were looking for. Samuel Cunard.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
You get to pick again, player one. Bench presses build up the pecs, short for these.
What are pectorals?
Yes, player one. Hey, you're right. Choose again, player. The Random House Historical Dictionary of American Slang has an 1896 citation of diff, D-I-F-F, as short for this.
What is different?
Okay, player one.
What is difference?
Correct. You get to pick again. Rad, meaning excellent, was truncated from this.
What is radical?
Yes, player one. That's correct. We return to you, player one. The Cosmo Girl doesn't just look good, she can have a convo, short for this.
What's a conversation?
It's player one. Good. Choose again, player one. One of the perks of my job is knowing that perk, meaning a benefit, is short for this. Player one?
What is perquisite?
Yep. Select again. Johnny Logan. We're honoring one of the all-time greats in baseball. Stan the Man Him. He's immoral.
Who is Stan Musial?
Let's hear it, player one. That's it. Player one. This Hall of Fame 1970s Reds catcher was thinking about making a comeback until I pulled a muscle vacuuming. Okay, player one.
Who is Pete Rose?
That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player two. You are correct. Player two, back to you. He made Bartlett's with, if people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Yogi Berra?
You got it. Please pick again, player one. This 1950s Yankee manager said of a pitcher, he don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't chase women, and he don't win. It's player one.
Who is Casey Stengel?
That's correct. You again, player one. At a dinner, Redskins running back John Riggins begged this Supreme Court justice, baby, loosen up. Yes, player one.
Who is Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
No. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player two. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player three? That's right, way to go. Player three, you pick again, please. The musical Les Mis didn't debut on Broadway, but in this city, its setting.
What is Paris?
Yes, player one. Yes. Player one. He directed a landmark Chinese production of his play Death of a Salesman at the People's Art Theater in Beijing.
Who is Arthur Miller?
It's player one. Good for you. Select again. A Dutch TV reality show picked the muscular swinger for the European run of this Disney musical.
What is Tarzan?
Okay, player one. Correct. Player one. There's a method behind his founding of the Moscow Art Theater with Nemirovich Danchenko. Yes, player one.
Who is Konstantin Stanislavski?
Right. Player one, back to you, Kelly.
Performers in this traditional Japanese art of singing and dancing wear elaborate stylized makeup.
What is kabuki?
Player 1? That is correct. Please pick again. On August 21st, 1959, it became our 50th state.
What is Hawaii?
It's Player 1. That's correct. We return to you. It's the period from 1920 to 1933 when alcoholic beverages were illegal.
What is prohibition?
Okay, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. In 1963, he spoke of his dream that his children would one day not be judged by the color of their skin.
Who is Martin Luther King Jr.?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Choose again, Player 1. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
This U.S. company introduced the first TV dinner in 1954.
What is Swanson?
Okay, Player 1. That's correct. And the $2,000 clue? Stephen Douglas proposed the act that repealed the Missouri Compromise and created Kansas and this territory.
What is Nebraska?
Yes, Player 1. Yes. Sorry, Player 2. Looks like you will not be continuing on to Final Jeopardy. Here comes the Final Jeopardy, players. The category is this: animals.
Animals?
Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue.
I'm ready.
The genus of this Asian animal is Ailuropoda, and its species name, appropriately, is Melanoleuca. And your response?
Giant panda.
And this correct response will add how much to your score? What did you put as your response?
I put Siberian tiger, but that's wrong.
And that will lose you.
$6,852, so I end up with $11,548, but I'm still the winner. So I'll see you all.
Congratulations to you, Player 1. So long, everybody.